I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Green Bay Packers trades, rumors, and news. And this is our inaugural episode of this upcoming season. So, salute to all those that joined. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. We got to start showing the Packers some love, especially with what they did last year. And they had a pretty good draft. Let's start talking some Packers. We're never gonna forget about our Bucks friends and family. But we got to start showing the Packers some love, and we'll also be covering the rest of the NBA playoffs as games arise as well. We'll start going live after these games since now it's just the Eastern Conference Finals and Western Conference Finals, so we'll be going live for that as well. But again, welcome, 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 welcome. Go Pack, go! Let's get into it, y'all. I'm hyped and charged. I ain't talked no Packers in a long time. It's about time we get back into it, y'all. Let me see who all up in here real quick. Get some shout outs. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Salute Patricia. Yeah, I had to change it from to Monday because tomorrow I want to talk about the NBA playoffs. So that's why I switched it today. My bad, Patricia. My bad. Salute to Patricia. What up, Daniel? D Code 123. What's good? Robert Brooks, Gary Foster, Jeffrey Riley from the OC. What's good, sir? Appreciate y'all tapping in. I know this is a little impromptu. I was changing around the dates and all that. Robert Brooks was good. Now let's get into it. We're gonna start really getting this cooking with this Packer stuff too. So I'm gonna be busy, y'all. We're gonna be going live quite often moving forward with all the action that's going on. So things that have already happened that I like to discuss in today's pod is the first thing I want to talk about is our the 2024 NFL draft for the Green Bay Packers, the players we got, and how I think they can have an impact, and also who maybe we should have drafted instead of some players that we got. But that's what I want to discuss with Packer Nation. And then also we'll talk about our schedule. Our schedule I think is pretty interesting, so we'll get into that as well. So those are kind of be our main topics that we'll cover, and anything else that comes about, y'all know we'll ad lib and bring that in. So once again, appreciate all y'all for tapping in. Much appreciated. All right, y'all. Let me get a couple of these comments, and then we're gonna start talking about the Packers. Deco 123 said, "Hey, yo, I've been waiting on this. Yeah, bro, it's been my fault. It's been so much going on, like with the Bucks and coaching firings and all types of stuff that it kind of no excuses. We talking Packers now. We about to get into it. Robert Brooks, what's good? This season should be very promising season. Go Pack, go. I agree. My boy, the Bleacher Report boss said it's about damn time. Gary Foster, what's good? 10 wins are better this year. I said, yo. I said, yo. What's good, Gary Foster? My boy Jeff Riley said, yo. I said, yo. My boy Robert Brooks said I'm looking at a 12 or 13 win season according to our schedule. Yeah, the schedule. I look. Yeah, we're about to get into it. We're gonna get into it. D Code 123 said, "Hey, no lie. We'll be the best team we've seen in years. I think our GM Brian is onto something with the construction of this team. Facts. This team was extremely well constructed, and they went with youth over names. I really support what they're doing, and the Bucks could learn a lot from what the Green Bay Packers are doing. My boy Jackson McDermott in the chat was good. I don't really know Packers. My dad loved Jordan Love. I just like Bucks, so go Giannis. He's my favorite. Appreciate you tapping in, Jackson. What's good? What's good? What's good? Bleacher Report boss, let me get a couple more comments and I'm gonna tap you in. We gonna go over some of this stuff. Get ready, fam. Robert Brooks said, D. Cole, I think our defense will be aggressive. Yeah, the new defensive coordinator is aggressive. And we picked up some good pieces in the draft as well. My man, Mr. Cool, the legend, has entered the chat. What is good, Mr. Cool? Skip Bayless says the Packers will win the Super Bowl. Go, Pack, go. I don't want all this overhype yet. We are still a young team, so we need to take that in consideration as well. But I do believe the Packers are on the right path, and I think that they're going to do great things this year. Great things this year. Without further ado, let's tap in our boy, the Bleacher Report boss here, and we're going to go over this schedule. and then I'll open up the lines for anybody else that want to tap in and talk about the Packers. And if you didn't know, the G for in the Packers helmet stands for greatness. Just in case you didn't know, that's just a little Easter egg for people who don't know that much about the Packers. But let's tap into Bleacher Report Boss. We're gonna look at a few things here, sir, and we're gonna see what to do. Yeah, Bleacher Report Boss was good, bro.
It's about damn time we talk about the
Yeah,
Packers.
hey, I gotta get this going with the Packers. So this is gonna be a slow build up with as far as getting people in here, because I ain't did Packers in a long time, but we about to grind it out like we did with the Bucks. We gonna grind it out. So we gonna get it in. So before we get into looking at the draft, tell me how you feel and what's your initial thoughts about the Packers going into this upcoming season, Bleach Report boss.
Oh man, I am ecstatic, excited for this season. Let me go upstairs real quick,
Take your
man.
time, brother.
Yeah, my son playing the game. He trying to talk all quiet and stuff. I'm like sitting here, like, turn it down. Play the game. Ah, finally. All right. Sorry, guys. Now for the Packers, it is gonna be crazy. I mean, I like the draft. They I could have wished they could have got another quarterback because
We gonna
um
get into it. Yes, bro. The cornerback bothered me. We gonna get into it. Just give your summary. Then we gonna get into the draft because I'm with you there right away. I'm with you. Go ahead, Bleach Report boss.
yeah, I understood why they got the the tackle because Bakhtiari's gone. They didn't want to get rid. They had to get another tackle, but they need a cornerback. I mean, Joel Alexander, he's a great cornerback, but how many times he's been getting cooked in the game, or he doesn't really. He's not like he. How many times you see a pick six from him? Not that many. He's getting paid all this money. But like, what he doing? What is he doing? Then we got two safeties from Georgia. We got a safety from Georgia. We got another one. Forgot what it was. But I mean, we got the guy from the Giants. That was McKinley. But he wasn't cheap. And then we got Jacobs from the
Right.
running back. And I think the steal of the draft was Marshawn Lloyd from USC.
You
I think
think
he was
so? I'm
yeah,
thinking.
because
Okay, we're gonna talk about because I know where you're going, but I have a little bit different of a view. I don't know if he was a steal more as a value pick at that point in the draft for that running back.
I mean they needed. I think they needed another one because I
Right.
think AJ Dillon's cooked. I don't think
Yeah.
he's that good. He got a key to the city, but they need to get Repo Man out there, get the key back from him because he's done. I think he's done.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
overall, I mean, Jordan Love's going to get paid. He's going to probably get paid probably close to $50 million or close to that number because everybody else that's in this stratosphere get paid that much for a quarterback because of the market. But for the wide receivers to be under $12 million for that whole group, that should be a caveat for our team to have success because think about it. Years ago, we had to keep paying all these running backs,
Yeah.
we got to pay all these wide receivers, and we barely had any talent. This time, we got talent, and you saw what he did against Dallas with that talent,
And
and
that
all
and
we got.
that was with a terrible defensive coordinator in Joe Barry. We're glad you're gone, Joe Barry. You should have been gone years ago.
Hey,
You was like a
chat,
nagging girlfriend hanging around that you didn't know how to break up with.
chat.
Kick
This
rocks.
guy, this chat. He wanted Joe Barry gone. This is the first videos I watched him do. This
On his
wasn't
helmet.
it wasn't. He had a live talking about Joe Barry, how he wanted
Just
him
Joe
gone.
Barry. Just Joe Barry.
That's Joe Barry. I was like, that's how I found you. It was Joe.
I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate
That's how I found you, man. You talk about
Hold
Joe.
on 1 second. I gotta. Hey, Mr. Cool. I appreciate that because when I was saying that, people was thinking I was crazy, and I was like, he's showing all the tools. I appreciate that. Salute, Mr. Cool. I was on a Jordan Love bandwagon very early in the game. Very early in the game. Salute to Mr. Cool.
Now, what's your viewpoint? I want to know. I'm curious. What do you think we should have went for in that draft? It was a lot of
Okay,
different
we're
stuff.
gonna get into it. Hold on 1 second. Jeff said I'm praying for the Packers Dolphins Super Bowl within the next 2 years. That actually is not that's not ridiculous at all. Actually,
I, I
let
mean,
me
if the
let's get into that too. Yeah, look, because there's definitely some things I need to. Yeah, hold on, man. We about to. All right.
go
So
ahead, go
let's.
ahead.
All right, hey Packers Nation, y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna give my point of view. We gonna let Bleach Report Boss get his point of view. Then I'm gonna open up the lines here in a minute after we go through these first couple picks. So we got the first pick that I already had a problem with to an extent. Jordan Morgan, right? A solid offensive lineman, and I know that the Packers tend to go for versatility. He can play multiple different positions, but I felt with this pick, we should have either got the Dijon dude, the cornerback from Iowa, or we should have got the offensive lineman from Alabama. Let me see what. Let me try to find his name. I think it's like Let me see here. I think it's
You know,
like Tyron something. Tyron something. I'll go
yeah,
back and find it, but it was like Tyron something that the Dallas ended up drafting. The dude the Dallas drafted in the first round for the offensive tackle, I'd have rather than we got. I felt like he was a plug and play. He was a higher graded player. I don't know if his personality was a little sketch, but I felt we should have got him or the cornerback from Iowa, especially since we need a cornerback help. And that dude was wild versatile. He was great at cornerback, special teams, punt return. He could do it all. He was like a Swiss Army knife that would have been perfect for a city like Green Bay. And I don't know why we didn't pick him or the offensive tackle that Dallas got. Those are my own. This first pick is the only thing that bothers me. It's not a bad pick, but I thought we could have got more value with the two players that I mentioned. But maybe the versatility of Jordan Morgan is what put him over the top.
that's why I think too much. I think what the Packers are doing, they're doing more of they want to move these players around more and draft the position they're drafting them for. And that's the thing I think they was doing because that's what they were saying. They're saying they were not really. They draft them and also afterwards they said they don't know where they're gonna put them. They don't know where they're gonna put the guard,
Yeah.
tackle, or move around. And I'm like, this would don't do these projects. You don't know what you're gonna do with them because I know that they want to just make sure they build up their line and get everything they can get for these guys because they
Uh,
love Zach.
yeah, this
They
dude
want
right here, Tyler Guyton. That's who I wanted us to get. Tyler
to
Guyton.
guard.
He was
Oh,
ranked slightly higher from 7. I think he might have been a better fit. We'll see in the long run. And then the other pick that I really thought we should have gotten, and especially since he went in the second round, was my boy Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean that the Eagles got.
I
He's a
know.
number 3 rated cornerback. I thought we should have maybe reached a little and got him in round 1 just because his versatility and he's a playmaker.
I don't know why they. I don't. I
That
wish
that's
they,
that's what I have a concern about. Why didn't we get DeJean Cooper?
they had two chances to get him.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the only thing that bothers me right now in this draft. Everything else, if you look, makes sense, right? All right, Edgerrin Cooper, the linebacker. I get it. He's the number 1 rated linebacker. We do need speed at linebacker. I get it, which is why I felt we should have got the cornerback in the first round, linebacker here, then maybe got the offensive tackle in the 3rd or 4th round. I don't think he would have been gone.
No, he probably. They said most likely he'll be a second round pick. He wasn't even rated in the first round.
That's
To
what
be
I'm
honest,
saying. If we were going to reach for anybody, it should have been a true position of need, which I think cornerback is. And I felt we could have fit the void for offensive tackle later in the draft. I really felt like that. We could have addressed that later in the draft.
that I think quarter was one of our biggest problems last year. Even with Jair playing, how many times you see guys getting burnt for a
Yeah.
fly route,
No,
and I just
no, I agree with you. Yeah. That's why we needed to get the cornerback. That's the only thing that bothers me. We got a question here. D Code 123 said, "Who's your favorite pick?" I think that my favorite pick. I'll let you go first. Bleach Report boss. Who's your favorite pick? Is it Lloyd?
no, actually, it's a seventh round pick for Penn State
That's what I was
quarterback.
gonna say. Kalen King. That's who my
Actually,
sleeper is. That's who my sleeper is. Kalen King. I've heard nothing but rave reviews about Kalen King. They said they cannot believe he went this late in the draft. They said he is going to be
Why?
immediate impact. So if that's the makeup for not getting Cooper DeJean, getting this dude in the 7th round is going to be equivalent. I'm cool with it, but I just think Cooper DeJean was more of a sure thing that you could probably play right away. I don't know if Kalen King can play right away, but I know that he has a ton of upside and a lot of value at the 7th round pick. I'm with you on that one. I'm definitely with you on that.
I just being a little funny. Once I saw that the name, I'm like, oh my god, not Kevin King again, not Kevin King.
Right,
And
right.
but then I found out who it was, and I'm like, okay, who is this guy? And all of a sudden, they showed his tape, and I kept asking myself, why he's in the 7th round? Like, what did he do? Did he talk about somebody's mom or something?
Right.
What? I mean, they his teammates would say. Even I remember it was on what player from the Jets? Oh yeah, Garrett Wilson. He was like, how he get fall this far in the draft? Like he's even shocked because they just said that this guy is good.
He's good.
And
That's so I think that'll be our diamond in the rough is King. I really think he'll be the diamond in the rough. Let's expand this a little bit. He's
he,
5'11. He has good size. He is at his position rank 35, which isn't crazy. He's a little bit smaller. I do get that, but physical. He can match up against bigger receivers. He has 16 pass breakups over the past 2 seasons. He can pluck the ball out of the air. We don't have a lot of people that can actually make turnovers, so that's a good positive. And he played it at a high level. You playing at Penn State, you playing at a high level school, so I definitely think he's gonna have an impact. And then my other one, I really think might come in and pay dividends is this dude Edgerrin Cooper,
from
Texas A&M, SEC. Whenever I see linebacker SEC, I just think speed. As much as Devondre Campbell was solid, no speed. We don't really have no speed. Even Quay Walker, he cool, but he's not explosive. The last time the Green Bay Packers have had an explosive linebacker, y'all let me know, is the great Clay Matthews Jr. or the third, whatever he is, Clay Matthews. That man is the last impact linebacker that I can remember us having for real. Y'all could say Preston Smith and all that, or Zadarius. Nah. I'm talking about real impact that was causing turnovers and wreaking havoc was Clay Matthews. Clay Matthews is a borderline Hall of Famer. I understand that, if not a Hall of Famer, but that's the last time we've had an impact linebacker, in my opinion, a true impact linebacker that disrupts the offense was Clay Matthews. Shout out to Clay Matthews. You will never be forgotten in Green Bay, my dude.
and
Legend.
another legend that we need to talk about too that I miss so much is Nick Collins. I
Yeah,
miss
Nick
Nick.
Collins. Yeah, Nick. We still ain't really replaced him like that.
He was that Super Bowl run. He was like an Ed Reed on our defense, man. Every time
Right, right. Hey,
he'll
Mr.
pick.
Cool said what you were saying too. The new defensive coordinator, I heard he's good. It's the complete opposite of the moron that we previously had in the DC position. So they said he's aggressive. They said his schemes is cool. And the thing is, Packer Nation, we got to understand we are transitioning the defense now from a 3-4 to a 4-3. And if you don't know what that means, you're going to get an extra defensive lineman and
Yeah,
only
it's not
three
going.
linebackers versus having four.
We used to have 4 linebackers on the field last year. Now it's going to be only 3, and then going to be have 4 defensive linemen.
Right,
So
which should make stopping the run easier.
way easier.
It
That's
should
all I'm
make
like.
stopping the run easier if we're playing the 4-3. Now we'll see what that does to pass defense, but hopefully at least we can stop the run and get some pressure. The Packers' problem over the years they haven't been able to stop the run. That's been our biggest issue, is not being able to stop the run.
Another problem they used to have is it'd be third and forever, third 20
And
something,
then picking
third.
them up, and they picking it up. Yep.
I mean, perfect game was against the Buccaneers last year. I'll never forget it. They needed like 17 yards. They did like a little run play to get it. And I'm like, you can't. I mean, I want this new coordinator to make sure when it's third or whatever, send in the hounds on them. Like you
Yeah,
got
I'd
to make.
rather go out on your shield. Bring the
Yeah,
house. If you get beat deep, bring the house. But don't sit there and just let them do it to you.
yeah. And that's been the problem with this defense last couple of years. I mean, now you got to. We just hit Lotto again with a quarterback. That's how. I mean, hockey hit 3 times.
Right.
I mean, we cannot mess this up. I just hope that we just don't mess this up and try to get this team where we need to get it.
So let's go. Let me see here. Hold on. I just want to address a couple of these comments. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, Robert Brooks, Guyton. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That offensive tackle, Guyton, bro. The Dallas guy. I think that he might have been a better fit to start immediately. That's all I would say. Maybe the other dude, because his versatility, they could throw him anywhere. But as far as for that left tackle, that dude would be plug and play, Guyton. Plug and play. That's the only real problem that I have with this draft was the cornerback where we could have maybe got Cooper DeJean, and if we were gonna get a tackle, I felt like we should have got Guyton. But if you look at our draft, we addressed a lot of issues. We drafted 3 safeties. We hope one of them will work out. All 3 ain't gonna be trash, and we definitely need a safety to replace Savage. Savage was hot garbage. I think he had 1 hot year and then was hot garbage ever since. So I appreciate them addressing that like that. Oh boy, we got Beast by the Pound tapping in. Hold on, bro. Hold on, I'm
It
gonna
was,
get you in here. We got Beast by the Pound. Yeah. Hold
what is
on,
it?
sir. Hold on, he is ready. Hold on. Shut up. Wait.
Is it?
Oh, hold on,
This?
hold on. We gotta get to it. Hold on. Let me get there he is. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Let's
go. He
go.
ready. Why didn't you tell me, bro? I would have got my jersey.
Anthrax.
Amtrak's was good. Oh my man, that's what I needed to see. Hey, you getting thumbs up. I appreciate y'all giving the like when y'all see my boy Amtrak's Beats by the Pile tap in. All right, Amtrak's, tell me what you think about the draft. Am I overreacting about the first 2 round picks as far as the tackle we should have picked? And maybe we should have got Cooper DeJean in the 2nd round. I know people are saying the injury history kind of scared them, but the upside was crazy though. So I don't know.
I don't know.
What are your
I don't
thoughts? What
have
are your
no
thoughts?
problems with the draft.
Okay.
I think it was cool, especially considering what we needed because Bakhtiari left. Or not left, but he was getting ready to, what they about to do to him. Daniel, you probably know more than anybody what they about to do to Bakhtiari.
They was gonna cut him. They was gonna get rid of him.
Yeah.
That's when to get rid of him.
And then I think the kicker, he's supposed to be out of there too, right?
Yeah, they said the kicker might be gone. Shout out to him.
Yeah. Man.
So who's your favorite pick in the draft, Amtrak? Who's your favorite pick?
Oh man. It's didn't we draft like another safety? I think that was a good pick.
We got 3 safeties. Let me just put the screen up here. Hold on 1 second here, and I'll put the screen up. So
we Robert Brooks, I see you.
We got 3 safeties. Javon Bullard from Georgia. I like the school. Oregon, Evan Williams. I like the school. Keaton Oladapo, Oregon State. Solid school. So they drafted heavy safety. That tells you how terrible our safeties were, y'all. Or how terrible Darnell Savage was.
They got the guy from the Giants too. So what's his name? Is this Griffiths?
Yeah, yep. Xavier, yep.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. But yeah, that's how they got him. So their defense was normally pretty tight. I mean, they played the last 2 years, they played us tough. So that's a good pickup.
No, I agree. I think this is one of our better drafts that I remember in quite some time. I'm nitpicking at what I'm talking about as far as the players we would have picked, but there's nothing wrong with any player that we picked in this draft. And like me and Bleach Report boss are talking about, I'm really high on the dude we picked in the 7th round, the cornerback, Kalen King.
Yeah.
I'm high on dude.
Was shocked that he went that far in the draft. And that was like, what did he do? They just said that people just they say his size. They really say his size. Yeah. I'm like, really?
5'11", yeah. Because most of these cornerbacks like 6'4", so I get it, but I still think it's a great value there. And Deco 1, 2, 3, you're right. That could have spooked him. I get it. His injury history, I do understand that. I get that. But you got to take some chances sometime. I mean, he's super ultra talented as far as how he can play multiple positions, special team. Like he could do a lot. He could do a lot. That's why I was really high on Cooper DeJean. You know what I'm saying?
I think I would have. Like they had two chances to get him and didn't do it, so I was kind of surprised that. But you said that you think that Marshawn Lewis is more of a value pick than a steal, right? Like
Yep.
you think,
Because
dude?
running backs weren't getting drafted that high.
Yeah.
So, but I think he'll be a really good change of pace running back for us. I don't think that we should be using AJ Dillon that much. We should damn near cut AJ Dillon. I like the young dude that was playing last year. I can't remember his name. Wilson. He was hurt a lot, but I think that should be like our third running back. I don't know why AJ Dillon is on this team. Amtrak's, can you
I
tell me why
read
AJ Dillon is on this team?
But why he still won't
they
be?
said they're trying to change the HVAC.
Huh?
What?
I read that they're trying to change him to an HVAC
Or
Really?
full?
Okay.
because we don't have like a fullback on the roster. So AJ Dillon could be that, like that hybrid tight end fullback.
Okay.
They think that he could be that.
Okay.
I got the real reason why he don't want to leave. His wife or girlfriend, she's from Door County, so she works,
Oh,
Oh, okay.
so she don't want to leave there. So that's the real reason. He took it. Look at the deal he took. It was a deal that nobody heard of before. The fourth option deal, you get like the league minimum, and he took that deal. They was gonna let him walk, and he just like, you know what, I want to stay here in Green Bay. And he's like, okay, then you're gonna just let the less of their deal you can get because he just got a kid. He got married there. His wife from there. He didn't want to leave there. But thing is, he probably be a janitor. He probably want to stay there. So I'm just, so like if you want to stay there, go ahead. But
Right.
you ain't gonna be top running back
Hey,
there. So
hey, shout out to Decode123. I see you dropping a lot of information in the chat, bro. I see you. So he said that Jaden Reed and the King Boy, that was a battle on the tape. So when they was at college, so he expect that to be much watched TV. So that's letting you know the upside because Jaden Reed got game. He got game.
yeah,
So
he
King was
did. He gave him a shout out in the media, and he said exactly what Decode123 just said. He said that when he was like, "We got dude," because of the battles that they had. Yeah,
they probably dapped up like, man, I can't believe he fell that far.
bro.
yeah.
I
I,
just that
this
kind
team is
of
gonna turn a corner. I'm not saying we're gonna be a dynasty, but we'll be on top of the food chain again for quite some time.
the
Right.
This
Amtrak.
I gotta tell y'all a funny story about this here jersey. So I was in Vegas this past I think it was January when we played the Cowboys.
Vegas is Amtrak's second
So I was
home.
walking
He's there
around.
all the time. Salute the Amtrak. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
That's facts. But we was in the Mandalay Bay. We was sitting at the House of Blues at the bar. So I walk up, and it was like loaded with Cowboy fans. And then they didn't say nothing to me. They just kind of looked. And I sat down. Me and my girl sat down, and we was drinking. And then I think the Packers, didn't they get the ball first? And then they just drove right down the field and scored. And me and her, we was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? High fiving and all that stuff like that. And then the Cowboy fans, they was kind of like, you know what I mean? So
I want to, you know, I want to ask you. I want to know what happened after that pick six in the half. It was 27-0. What was
okay.
the room after that happened?
So we was kind of being quiet, and we was just kind of looking at each other like, we about to run these dudes. And then a couple other people from Wisconsin walked up, and they sat at the bar, and they saw all the other Cowboy fans. And then you know how you from Wisconsin, you be like,
Right, give him the head now.
like
Shout
that.
out the head. Give him the
Bro,
head
when
now.
they threw that pick six, and it was right before halftime, all the Cowboy fans, we just seen them there, was like this.
I knew it was over. Think
Yeah,
about it.
and it was just crazy. And then like, so I just kept the jersey on all day, and we was going to casinos, and random people was like, yeah, and just coming up to me and all kind of stuff like that.
He was amazing. I
Yeah,
bet,
it
bro.
was
I
like,
bet.
man, I didn't know how many people hated
Hate the
the
Cowboys.
Cowboys. It was like
Right.
people that it was just random other teams, like cheap fans and other people fans. They was like, yeah, you guys beat the Cowboys. And I was like, man.
Right. No, I'm with you. That's funny. That's actually funny. You never even told me that story. I was not aware of that. But thank you for sharing, Amtrax. Thank you, sir. Hey, this is an interesting question. D. Cole, you in your bag. Hey, you should tap in, bro, when you get time. Do you guys think Cooper and Quay will be good together? I truly think they are the same player. I hope it works out, though. I think that Cooper has more athleticism than Quay. I
Yeah,
think that's different. He has more athleticism and explosion. I actually don't like Quay like that, to be honest. I don't like Quay like that, to keep it real. I think he's slow like Devondre Campbell, but I think that Cooper has some explosion and decisiveness when he's doing something. He's from an SEC school, so he's well coached. He knows what he's supposed to do, and he got some speed. So I think he's a better player than Quay, in my opinion. D Code 123. You let me know what you think in the chat. We're gonna chop it up about the draft a little bit longer, then we're gonna get into the schedule. One thing I want to address that I hope the Packers don't change, or y'all let me know what y'all think. I actually don't want the Packers to have a number one receiver. I like that you can't.
I agree. I agree 100% with you. I'll tell
We
you
shouldn't
why.
have no. I like this where you can't. Hey, defense, just hone in on one player or scheme to stop this one player. Like we had Devontae Adams. You take Devontae Adams out the game, it threw off the whole offense. Now you don't know who gonna give it to you. Christian Watson could give it to you. Wicks could give it to you. Any of our 5 to 6 receivers could get 100 yards at any time. I mean, we got Romeo Dobbs that are a little bit more consistent. Christian Watson, those guys might get a little bit more attention, but all them dudes is like a USB drive that you plug and play. Plug and play. They USB. Plug and play.
I agree 100% with you, Ember. I was gonna say that because against the Cowboys, they didn't know who to take away. They didn't know who to take away. They like JJ, okay, JJ, nope, then Wicks go off. You try to take Wicks away, okay, JJ go off. Or you got Milton. That's our fourth receiver that's really good. You know, we have receivers. Look, look at the top of the salaries for all these receivers. Look at all these guys going to get paid all this money. You know, JJ. Lamb going to get paid. You know, Jefferson want to get paid. But look at ours all the way down to $11 million for a whole receiving core.
Right,
That's how
11. Correct. Shout out to the Packers.
Brook Lopez.
Right.
Not right there. But the point is, they almost went into San Francisco and took that game, and they just made a couple mistakes and they lost. But I'm just saying, this team got it. Like you don't know who to take away, and I love. I forgot to talk about Musgrave, and then the
and
other
Kraft. Oh, talk about the tight end, bro. The Packer. I'm gonna say this, and this is no bias. This is no disrespect. I will be shocked and angry if the Packers don't have a top 10 offense in the NFL. Top 10. I'm being generous. I really want to say top 5, but I want to be respectful because these dudes is young. They might have some growing pains. I will be completely shocked if the Packers don't have a top 10 offense. And even that's the thing. If you notice, the Cowboys want to be aggressive. Most defenses want to be aggressive. You can't be aggressive against the Packers because you don't know who's gonna kill you. Kraft and Musgrave got real speed. Kraft and Musgrave got real, and I really think Musgrave is better out of the two, but Kraft might be the healthier out of the two. But Musgrave remind me, no, I don't want to overhype. He remind me a little of Mark Tremura, bro. Musgrave remind me of a young Mark Tremura.
I can see that.
I saw him in practice last year. I went to because I live about 20 miles from Lambeau, so he huge. Like I saw him in practice, he is huge. Like that guy is big, so I'm not worried about that.
So that's not an overstep calling him Tremura, because Tremura was cold for a minute. Yeah, so I really think he's a Tremura. And then Kraft is just slightly less than that. Whatever, I don't know what, like a Finley, but with better hands. I think he
Yeah.
could be like, I think it could be like Finley and Chimura at tight end. Then you got the receiving core. And what this does, if you're not familiar with like how offensive and defensive work, if you have a very talented offense, you have to stay in a cover two. And when you have to stay in a cover two, that means you can't bring people up to the line because you're scared that somebody's gonna go over the top. What that does is allow you to run free. That's why Aaron Jones was running crazy like that. Did y'all not see the holes that he was getting in that game? Even against San Francisco, a highly touted defense, they were running wild because you can't bring people in the box. You can't try to stop the run, because if you do, we're going over the top, and they know we have the speed. If it's not at the wide receiver position, it's the tight end. The tight ends was killing in the playoffs. We can be an unstoppable force like the early Aaron Rodgers years offensively. The thing that always hurt us, and I hope this new defensive coordinator can fix it, our defense has always been the issue. I don't care what nobody say. Our defense is the reason Aaron Rodgers only has one title. Period.
No, go further. Go further.
Harder.
Fourth
Coaching,
and 26.
the fourth and 26, all of that, bro. Like,
It's yeah, our defense ain't never been with the offense except for when we had like Reggie White and Sean Jones and
no,
all
let's
them
not
dudes and
disrespect
Grave
Woodson
Digger
and,
on
and,
the
and
on the
Matthews.
D
Woodson and
line.
Matthews was some monsters.
Yeah,
And Cullen Jenkins, that's how you win.
yeah.
That's how you have a dominant defense. I don't care what nobody says. This is the formula that I see that works. You have a dominant defensive lineman, one. You have a dominant linebacker, and one dominant person in your secondary. You need somebody that's dominant on all three levels. When we won the championship, we had somebody that was dominant at all three levels. You had Cullen Jenkins that had over 10 sacks as a defensive end. You had Clay Matthews that had like 15 or 16 sacks at linebacker. Then you had Charles Woods that had like 8 or 9 interceptions. The writing
Six.
was on the wall what was going to happen with the
You had
Packers when
Nick
we were
Collins
healthy.
too.
And then Nick Collins.
Was back there too.
Yeah, Nick Collins. I think the Packers are trying to do is recreate that type of team, that defense. I honestly think we're trying to recreate that defense, and they're not wrong. They're not wrong at all. I just don't want them to change their flow offensively. Don't try to feed just one dude the ball. Who's ever open gets the ball, period. That's our special, is our versatility. That's our special. And the thing is, we was putting hands and feet on people with a offensive line. There was a mash group. It was all types of injuries along the offensive line, and we was still giving people the business. So what's going to happen with a year under our belt? Confidence of getting out of the first round, getting to the playoffs, winning a game in the playoffs on the road. How you think them dudes is coming in here feeling? They ready for war. I'm telling you right now. I wouldn't be surprised if Packers come out and go 6, 7, 8-0 right away. I wouldn't be surprised at all, one bit. I think we have the talent.
The only thing that I'm worried about is that everybody saw what the Packers did to Dallas, and they saw what they did to San Francisco. It's like, had they not dropped that pick six and missed that kick, the Packers they had a great shot to go to the Super Bowl. Everybody saw that.
If we get to the Super Bowl, we would have beat KC. I would have put money on it. We would have beat KC.
So the thing is like now the Packers aren't a surprise, and so they're gonna get everybody's best shot because like they're the darling this year, and I think that if they stay focused like they did them last 8 games where they was like we can make the playoffs. If they stay focused like that coming out of the chute, then I think they got a shot. But they just got to be wary that these other teams, they don't come out and try to smack the Packers to try to make their season.
True.
I'm not worried about it because none of these guys on this team ever really won anything yet. So I'm not worried about that. But I want to know, how. No, we forgot to say Jacob running back for the Packers. So I want to know how that's going to go. Because
I see him with the Raiders because in Phoenix, we get to see the Raiders. So yeah, I've seen he runs. He is like the whole Aaron Jones thing. I saw with the Packers, I saw their side and I saw Aaron Jones' side, And I don't blame either side for what they did, but Josh
Appreciate you,
Jacobs
Oliver.
is good. He is good. So, and then like the guy from USC, I haven't really seen him much, but USC always keep a running back, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
like we should be straight.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, Nick Lona had a question. He said, "How much y'all think Love is getting? 200 million, I would say."
he
I mean,
there.
he should get somewhere in the ballpark of what Goff just got.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree, and he's better than Goff.
they're in golf. I
He's
mean, that contract. I saw a contract just
appreciate you,
laugh.
Jimmy Roller.
We call right on Jeff. What's it like?
Jared
Goff.
Goff.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
call Jared
Yeah.
Goff from like
Skip
Ryan
saying,
Gosling from Remember the Titans.
"Yeah,
We call
yeah,
Mr.
yeah." Remember the Titans is hilarious.
But oh man, I just the running backs I love. The one thing I'm really worried about and that killed us, that hurt us last year was kicking. The kicker, because the guy that they had last year, I was the first practice. He missed six. He missed 6 out of 5 kicks. I mean, no,
Or
five
five
out of
out of six. Yeah,
5 out of 6 kicks. We just like he made one final. He was like, yeah, he made a kick, and then they was like he's gonna be okay. And then this whole season he's been missing a lot of kicks, and then he finally cost us against the 49ers last year, and they
well, they
got some
saying
other.
he not going nowhere in the chat.
Oh, he's
Oh
going.
no,
They
he out of there.
look.
Okay,
They put,
He out of there.
yeah, this was a huge move, D. Cole. I know people was mad that we let Aaron Jones go, but when we got Jacobs, I think people calmed down a little bit.
well, yeah, I was kind of sad when they let Jones go too, but like you, this is what we talked about in the live with the Bucks. The Packers did something the Bucks should did. Let him go when he's hot. Let him go when everybody's getting mad at him, and before he declines. Get another player that's like a little bit faster. Jacob's like 26 years old, so get.
Facts, Brooks.
I
Yeah.
mean, you got him. You got him at the age that he'll probably have a couple more years in them. They're gonna have some tread on the tires. So I mean, they want speed. That's all I heard from all season is they want speed. They're tired of they don't want to get outrun no more. They want to. They just want to have speed on defense, on offense. They want to score a lot of points this year, and I think they're gonna do it. And they just need to get it together. And I think that they're not going to have no falter. They're not going to really think about playoffs anymore because they got stuff to do. Love didn't really do anything yet. I mean, I know he's gonna get his money, but he's still that mindset
Yeah, he
like
hasn't been
outside.
a Pro Bowl. He got a lot to prove. He should have a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah. So I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about. I ain't worried about him. It's just that this team, like with the. I wanted to ask you guys. We probably gonna talk about it now, but the schedule. 8 out of 6 games gonna be 12 o'clock games. Last year was a lot of 3 o'clock games, but this year's gonna
Yeah,
be
that is a lot.
a lot of 12 o'clock games. Then the end of the season gonna be a lot of primetime games, close to the end.
No, you're
But
right. Let me just
but
show the
I want.
let's talk the schedule out real quick. Let me just show the quick schedule here, y'all. They're gonna be able to hear y'all. I gotta change that setting here in the next slide. So if y'all can see the schedule here, it start off interesting. I mean, you got Philadelphia primetime game. Indianapolis is a strong team, strong defense. They also got a young up and coming quarterback. I think Tennessee is a guaranteed dub. Minnesota guaranteed dub. Los Angeles, we'll see. You never know. They got a good coach as well, but I think that should be a dub. Arizona should be a dub. Houston, they got a good team. We'll see. Jacksonville, we should be able to beat them for sure. Detroit, I think we have their number. Chicago is going to be interesting. They retooled. They definitely have some offensive threats right now. We cannot dismiss Chicago. I think they'll be interested even with
Yeah,
the rookie quarterback.
I don't know. I mean, the Bears have to prove it though, still, but
Yeah, but I do think that Chicago did improve as well. San
it did.
Francisco gonna be around. I think we're gonna beat San Francisco.
Man, they
That one is
everybody
in Green Bay.
Yep.
could beat them. every time you say San Francisco, I just get mad because we had them on the ropes.
And we should
But
beat Miami in the cold weather. They should be fooled.
that I was kind of mad that game was on Thanksgiving. I'm like, come on. I was like hoping it wasn't Thanksgiving, and I seen the Thanksgiving night. Like, oh, here we go. Damn it.
This actually is a fairly tough schedule if you look at it.
It is. They said it's the third hardest schedule.
Yeah, we gotta. This ain't no easy schedule, y'all. The Packers gonna have to play well. They don't have no gimme games, no cupcakes. The only real cupcake I see is Tennessee.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I don't think any of these teams are cupcakes. Amtrak's. You think any of these teams cupcakes besides Tennessee?
No, that's the. I mean, it's a tough schedule. They'll definitely be battle tested.
Yeah, I agree with that. They'll definitely be battle tested for sure.
I think what is this, the third season in a row that they end with either Chicago or Detroit.
Correct.
So those games is, no matter what the record is, that's always like a nail biter.
Right. No, I agree. But if they could come through this with 11-6, I would be happy with that.
Yeah.
Considering the schedule, I think 11-6 is what you say, Amtrak?
I think they forecasted 10-7. I've been seeing a lot of 10-7. So
I'm not off then in the assessment. Then. Okay. Yeah, I think with this schedule, Packer Nation, we got to be honest. Like, these are some tough teams. I think 11-6, 10-7 is a good season with this type of schedule, in my opinion. I think this.
Where's that Houston game?
It
got moved clearly. Yeah, because it was supposed to be week 1. It got moved to week 7, and they at home at least playing Houston.
Oh, okay. Because didn't they play them in Houston last season?
I believe so.
I thought so. Ryder was still playing, so that's probably 2 years ago.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought it was last season.
It was.
Yeah, they got. I mean, this is some tough teams. I mean, Indianapolis a playoff team, Philly, Houston, Jacksonville, Detroit, San Francisco, Miami, New Orleans, Seattle. Those are all playoff caliber teams.
I can get Orleans to be one we can get because I don't like. Carr sucks. I'm sorry.
They almost went to the play. Were they in the playoffs? They were in the playoffs though, bro. We can't.
Who, New Orleans?
Wasn't New Orleans in the playoffs?
No,
I don't think they win. I think it was because you remember we beat them. And,
a lot. But they were almost there though. So they were almost in the playoffs though. So they're not no cupcake.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, Daniel. These ain't no cupcake teams, bro.
David Carr got injured, and
Seattle was almost a playoff team. They lost making the playoffs on the last game of the season. It might have been because of us.
Yeah, because of that. That's what I was talking about. That game where David Carr got injured because they were just going up and down the field in the first half, and then when he got injured, then the Packers started going up and down the field.
Right.
But that was that game that they said that probably knocked New Orleans out.
I remember that game.
So it's gonna be interesting. All I know is they're gonna have to show some heart because like you said, everybody gonna be gunning for them. They talking about they gonna win the Super Bowl. All this hype they put past Green Bay. I don't like that. Leave us alone. Talk about the Cowgirls. Talk about how they gonna come back and how Dak Prescott about to get a check. Don't be talking about us. We don't need all that. Okay, I see Brandon in the chat. Let me tap you in, Brandon.
You've been wanting to talk about this forever. Let me in there.
Yeah, the time has finally come. What my boy Brandon been asking about. Brandon, give us a quick summary of how you felt about the draft and what you think about the Packers schedule.
I'm mad at Horse. I mean, not Horse. Brian.
He's still mad about Horse. Go ahead, Brandon.
Let it go, man.
Hey, go ahead, Brandon.
Okay. Brian Gutekunst did a good job. Amazing job. The draft. some players that we need.
I agree.
Got rid of a lot of players that don't want to be on the field no more.
Okay.
That David Bakhtiari, Aaron Jones, and Darnell Savage, and a lot of
Darnell
players that
Savage was just weak. Bakhtiari, Aaron Jones just had fragile stickers. Darnell
like,
Savage was just weak, in my opinion. He was just weak.
and the back of schedule. Hey, I think what you said, we might have 11-6 record because all all the teams are gunning for it.
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Because, like I said, I don't want to get my hopes up. I want to see how our Packers going to do in the preseason and in the regular season.
I think we'll know what they are. I think in the first 8 games.
Yeah,
It'll tell us a lot the first 8 games. If we go 4-4, or if we go 6-2, I'm gonna be feeling really good if we go like open up 6-2.
right.
You know what I'm saying? That
Like,
that would be my optimum goal. I could see 4-4 happening just because of the level of competition too, though.
How you,
Just being real.
how you feel like our first game gonna be right after the opening game? We got playing South America at
That's gonna
six
be
o'clock.
interesting. I don't know. Yeah, they got to play in Brazil. Shout out to Brazil. I need to come down
Yeah,
here and check that out.
There's a lot of Packer fans down there.
they are excited. Like I heard they're super excited to see a Packers down there. I'm
Yeah,
like I don't see
Really?
them
I
down
didn't
there.
know that.
They
yeah.
said they're super excited. They wanted them down there, and then like people didn't know that the Packers want to be on there. But then once they heard that the Packers the fans like, come on, bring them Packers, or we going. And they said it's gonna be so bad for the Eagles because there's a lot more Packer fans there than the Eagles fans. That they like, they don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. But
The
they said that
Packers is global.
they are.
Yeah, they when they do
I've
that
been to
check-in
Germany with
on
my
Twitter,
Packers stuff, and people know who the Packers are. Like, go Pack, go! Like
yes.
in Europe, bro. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Packers fans, it's crazy. They worldwide. They got bars. They got Packer bars in other states. I know they got a
Yep.
couple in Texas for sure.
Yep.
Like that's crazy.
Man, it's gonna be crazy with the draft coming next year here
Yeah.
in Green Bay. It's small,
I actually gonna
but
try to go to that. I'm actually gonna try to go to that.
I might try to go there too, man. I don't know. It's gonna be a lot of people there. It's gonna be a lot of people there. A lot of the traffic and stuff. But yeah,
What?
it's gonna
Hold
be
on one
crazy.
second. Hold on one second. Mia Kim, is that true? Matt LaFleur quoted, "Every time he goes out there, I just pray." Is that true? If Matt
That,
LaFleur said that, that's wild.
he did. He
That's
said
wild. He said that.
he said that to be funny, and then like he started retracting. I'm like, that was when we knew that kicker got to go. We was like, man, you gotta get another kicker. We was like, I remember we was in the other lives of telling like, look, we gotta get rid of this kicker. Like he missed too many kicks. I don't care who his brother is from the Raiders. I don't care. We missed a game
Agreed.
winning kick. You gotta go.
You're right. I
I mean,
agree.
they got a
Yeah, I forgot
veteran in there now, but they gotta do something.
I
I
forgot
think
about that. Hey, the Bears got Keenan Allen too. I'm telling y'all, they're gonna be better than y'all think. We gotta watch them.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna be better than we think. The Bears is gonna be
Yeah,
better than we
they'll be
think.
pretty good.
Yeah, I'm with that. I agree. We gotta watch them. That's who we gonna be battling for the NFC North. I don't think it'll be in Detroit. It's gonna be us three: Detroit,
Yeah, I was getting
Chicago,
ready to
and the
say
Packers.
Detroit.
Yep, Detroit, the Packers, and
Detroit,
Chicago.
Yeah, Mike's gonna
Detroit
take
is gonna be tough.
Yeah, look at that. New Orleans defense has a good defense. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do.
I think
go ahead,
Good.
Brandon.
okay. I think now we
True,
added
Jeff.
some new defensive coaches on the Green Bay Packers, and this is Matt LaFleur. I think 5th year as a head coach for the Green Bay Packers. And this is Jordan Love's second year as a starter.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know how young core go put in that work like they did in the off season.
You know what I gotta, speaking of Matt LaFleur, I was a person that took number twos on Matt LaFleur on a regular basis because I felt that he was being carried by Aaron Rodgers, as most of that staff I felt was being carried by Aaron Rodgers. I felt that I saw one of the best coaching jobs I've seen from any Packers coach in my time with what he did with this team last year. He really coached. He schemed. He did everything. I am willing to say that we have one of the best coaches in the NFL, in my opinion. Just from what I saw last year, what he was able to do with such a young squad, I think Matt LaFleur is one of the best coaches, the best coach we possibly have had since Holmgren.
I think that now this year, if he can win, I'll say if he wins like 13 games, he'll probably get the coach of the year finally. Because the first 2 years from it was for Rodgers, he won 13 games, didn't get no votes for
Right,
coach of the year. It was Rodgers, and even we all questioned, can he really coach? And then Love was throwing interception the first couple of games after he took over for Rodgers. We was all like, we was second. Oh, we don't know if he's going to be it or not. But
right,
then after the bye week, this team started to slowly give him more and more and more, and then you saw it. Okay, okay, okay.
right.
Now we see what Love can do, and you know, we watched this team grow with Rodgers growing up. We watched with Brett Favre. Now we watched with Aaron Rodgers growing, and now this is gonna be a second season with Jordan Love, and I just what I want him to do more is just more precision. Have the
Isn't it the
ball if you.
Packers?
Huh?
Hold on a second. Isn't it the Packers, Jeff?
Yeah,
It's the
Packers have
Packers.
Yeah,
The
it's the
more.
most championship.
Packers,
It's the
but they don't
Packers.
have the most Super Bowls. That's
Yeah, but
the
they have the
thing.
most
But
championships.
the Packers have the most NFL championships.
Championships, yeah. The G stands for greatness, Jeff. We are aware, sir. And that's for winning championships. Let's go. Keep cooking, Daniel. Now I'm gonna get back in the chat and get up out of here in a minute.
All right,
Get
real
ready for
quick.
tomorrow.
Yeah. So this team just gotta. I mean, once the trade camp starts, I just want this team to just do what they need to do, get better. I'm really happy with the free agents that we got. And I know we were questioning about the first couple of picks, but sadly they really approved this roster, and like this is how they built their roster. They don't go just into the free agency market. They still under $20 million in the cap space right now.
That's
So that's
crazy.
more good news. So we're slow getting this team back where it should be going to greatness, and we're not overpaying for these players. It's not one guy, it's everybody else. I'm really excited for this year, and I hope that this team, when it's all said and done, come back, bring that LeVar Trophy back home where it belongs in
There we go.
Wisconsin.
I like that. I like that. Salute to the Bleacher Report. Ball. Brandon, give me your last words. Then we gonna go to Amtrak.
Okay,
I
I
should have
think
worn my jersey. I'm wrong for that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
what's wrong with you?
I don't know, right? Hey, it's I got a lot going on at the crib. I got some family members coming in town at the end of the week. I got to get patio furniture set up outside. I got a lot going on, bro. I need to
I know
take care
y'all good. Maybe we can do a part two of this. A part two.
of.
So okay, I think so. Our motivated coach that we all been bugging about last year is Joe Barry. I think Joe Barry go to Miami. If we play them, if they Miami Dolphins come in our home turf, you know, it's gonna be looking sad for Joe Barry.
It's sad that Joe Barry got a job. Shame on these fools for hiring Joe Barry. But let's not even talk about Joe Barry. He old news. Let's talk about the defensive coordinator we got that everybody is high on for his aggression, and he has a lot of upside. And I think that's why we drafted so much heavily on defense for him to get the players to immediately fit his scheme and us transitioning over from the 3-4 to the 4-3.
Okay.
Indeed.
Also, I think we did a good job in the draft, and we did a good job getting someone in free agency.
Yeah, I agree. This is one of the best off seasons we've had for the Packers in quite some time.
Right.
Yes.
And also, I'm gonna say this: we do not play New York Jets. I don't think New York Jets do not want to play against us
The
because
Jets is wash. They wash.
I
I'm not even worried about the Jets.
It's a real quick. It's a crime. They got 6 primetime games
Yeah,
because of
that's
Aaron
true.
Rodgers.
He might be hurt again. You never know.
hey this team, I can't wait to see what young wide receiver gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Our tight end and our offensive lineman, defensive lineman, and our secondary and our what they call it, special team.
Mm-hmm.
Special- I think this team, oh, we are. I think they
Yeah,
are.
let's not get too excited yet. Like I said, we got a tough schedule. Let's see how these first 8 games go to see where we're at. Let's we got the talent. Now it's time for them to show it on the field. So let's
But,
let's have
but,
reasonable expectations. Let's see how
but,
these first 8 games go. Then we'll be able to know what we really are made of, in my opinion. So that's let's not give them too many props yet, because you that leaves room to get exposed. So let's just say we're talented. Let's just see them do it on the field, Brandon. That's what we need to see.
preseason and regular season.
Preseason, that's where we should find some diamonds in the rough, like most teams do, and that's what we should focus on as a young talent and seeing what they can do. And then, without further ado, the man that actually wore his jersey today, I'm gonna wear mine next time. Amtrax, aka Beast by the Pound. Tell us your final words, sir.
Oh, it ain't nothing but excitement for the season coming up. Like, we got all these young guys out here trying to prove themselves. They trying to get them big bags for the future.
That's a
And
great point.
even Josh Jacobs, he said the reason that he came to Green Bay is because he saw what Jordan Love did. So I mean, the Raiders had a lot of quarterback issues. So it's just everybody sees how good this team could be and what they did. So that's what I'm saying. As long as they can handle having that target on their back, because they could be like everybody's dark horse or darling or whatever you want to call it. If they handle that, I mean, there's no telling what they could do.
This dude said Chiefs is America's team. No,
Real
sir.
quick, Xavier McKinney said in an interview why he come to Green Bay. He's like, because quiet. That's all. All they care about is football. That's all. That's what I care about. I don't care about football. I want that glamour stuff. He said here to just play football. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about right there, man. Let's get to the Super Bowl.
Right.
That's all
Did
time to
you have
celebrate.
anything else, Amtrax, before we get up out of
Nah,
here?
it's just it's all good. I don't get to see the preseason games in AZ, so I just I'm waiting on week 1 Brazil. So
Yeah, that's gonna be dope. I wish I could go down there. Go ahead, Brandon.
Hey, I think our players, our team from our team plays really well.
Mm-hmm.
Why? See how he's developed over time. And they said, because I think Jordan Love going to show up and show out like he did last season.
Yeah, he should be better now. He should definitely be better. No, I agree with you. I agree with you, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Please tap into the next Packers live. I'll try to have it more organized next time. So, but I really appreciate y'all tapping in. Shout out to the Bleacher Report boss. Shout out to Brandon. Shout out to Amtrax. Appreciate y'all tapping in, and we'll reconvene here shortly as more news comes about for our Green Bay Packers. Salute. Appreciate y'all.
Looking forward for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go back, go.
Here we go. Go back, go. Absolutely. Hey, y'all. Appreciate y'all tapping in. We gonna start doing more and more Packers lives. We gonna get these numbers up. So please tell people who are Packers fans to tune in. We're going to turn this into the #1 Bucks and Packers podcast on YouTube. We already got the best chat on YouTube. Y'all already know. Really appreciate the support for this first Packers Live of the year. Much, much appreciated. Let's see here. Let me get a couple comments. Jeff Riley said, "Yep, it's the Pack. Love it." Oh yeah, we know our sports, sir. Shout out to Jeff and the OC. Robert Brooks said the Chiefs are just a hot team, especially with the Swift and Kelsey pairing. Facts. My man Robert Brooks been doing nothing but dropping gems. Jeff Riley said, "Brandon, please don't jinx my Dolphins." My Dolphins don't need Joe Barry is hilarious. Hilarious. Brandon said, "Jeff, just say it." Jeff, my bad. Jinx said, "We don't care, Jeff. This is Packer Nation over here. Go Pack, go. We don't care nothing about them Dolphins." I love Miami though. Miami's dope, just not the Dolphins. Oh yeah, I saw that D call 1 through 3. Adam even want to come back. He thought the grass was greener on the other side. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Appreciate y'all tapping in. I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Green Bay Packers trades, rumors, and news, where we just discussed the Packers draft and the upcoming schedule and our thoughts. We thought with the Packers had one of their best draft in years. There's a couple of tweaks we wish we could have done. Maybe got a slightly different offensive tackle in the first round or gone for one of the explosive cornerbacks. But nonetheless, we thought that was made up by getting the 7th round cornerback from Penn State that everyone's high on. Our schedule is like the 3rd or 4th toughest in the NFL, so we're looking at a 10-6 or 10-7 or 11-6 record is kind of reasonably what we're thinking. And we're gonna start politicking on Packers, and then also after the NBA playoff games, we'll also be going live to discuss what happened in the NBA playoff game. Just try to broaden the scope and get friends and family and make this community even bigger, this sports community even bigger. I really appreciate the support for this Packers Live. I hope that y'all continue to tap in for this electrifying content. Comment, like, subscribe, share the content. If you haven't already, please hit the like button on the way out. And really appreciate y'all tapping in. Thank you. Go.